You know that feeling, right? You walk into a restaurant and everything just clicks. The vibe is perfect. The music, the lighting, the whole atmosphere. It feels like some kind of magic. But what if I told you it's not magic at all? It's actually science.
Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how elite hotels engineer that perfect vibe. We're going to use the internal standards from the Salil hotels as our guide to break down the art of ambience. We'll look at the soundtrack, the lighting, the scent, and the staging. Because you're about to see that feeling you get, it's no accident, it's a formula.
So where does this all even start? Well, before a single song gets played or one light gets dimmed, there's a master plan. The goal isn't just to make a place feel, nice. It's about pulling off something way more specific and way more powerful.
Okay, listen to the key words here. Immersive, sophisticated, and storytelling. This is the mission statement, and it tells us everything. For these brands, ambience is basically a narrative. Every single element has to serve the exact same story, pulling you deeper and deeper into their world.
All right, let's dive into the first sensory pillar, sound. Now, music is obviously one of the most powerful tools for setting a mood. But at this level, we're way beyond just hitting shuffle on a generic playlist. Oh no, this is a precisely scheduled performance.
See, this isn't random at all. It's a schedule and is designed to mirror your natural rhythm as a guest. You start the day soft and gentle. Then the energy picks up for lunch. In the afternoon, things get a little calmer, more reflective. And as evening hits, the mood gets cool and soulful, before sliding into this deep, modern vibe for late night. It's literally a musical journey that follows you through the day.
But it's not just what they play, it's how loud they play it. The target is a super precise 55 to 70 decibels. Now, to put that in perspective, that's about the level of a normal conversation. It's scientifically chosen, it's just loud enough to create some energy and mask any clatter, but it's quiet enough that you never have to raise your voice. It's engineered to be present, but never, ever intrusive.
So if music is the soundtrack of the experience, then lighting? Well, lighting is the cinematography. It directs your eye, and it totally shapes the emotion of every single scene. And just like the music, it is not static. It transforms pretty dramatically throughout the day.
A space like this really has two completely different personalities. During the day, the goal is fresh and inviting, so they maximize all that natural light. But when the sun goes down, a switch is deliberately flipped. Overhead lights dim, and the whole strategy shifts to creating a cozy and elegant atmosphere. The room is literally redesigned by light every single night.
And this is where that cinematography gets really specific. At night, the main lights go down and the focus shifts to accents. You've got candles creating warmth and romance on the tables, and then soft spotlights draw your eye to these beautiful signature details. A piece of art, a stunning floral arrangement. It's a classic theatrical technique, and it's all about manufacturing drama and intimacy.
Okay, we've covered sound and we've covered sight. Now let's talk about the most invisible, but honestly one of the most powerful elements of ambiance, scent. Our sense of smell is tied directly to memory and emotion, and you better believe these top-tier places know exactly how to use that.
The strategy here is basically twofold. First, they establish a subtle, signature scent that becomes part of the brand's identity. You know you've arrived just by the smell. But second, they keep it dynamic. This means they bring in seasonal scents, like a little cinnamon for the holidays, or a bright floral citrus for a festival like Songkran, the Thai New Year. It keeps the experience feeling both familiar and totally fresh.
All right, so the invisible elements are all set. Now it's time to set the stage with all the tangible details. This is the decor, the furniture, all the things you can actually see and touch that really complete this immersive picture they're painting.
And this isn't just, tidying up. This is a precise ritual. Tables are lined up with geometric precision to create this perfect visual harmony. Every single chair is inspected and perfectly placed. Centerpieces are positioned just so. The goal is to achieve absolute, total visual perfection before a single guest even walks through the door.
So, the music's scheduled, the lights are programmed, the scent is in the air, the stage is set. You might think the job is done. But here's the final and maybe the most crucial part of the whole formula. Understanding that creating ambiance is a continuous performance. It's not set it and forget it.
This timeline really shows that it's a living, breathing system. Of course, there's a final check before opening, but the real work happens during service. The staff are trained to be observers, to watch guest reactions and make these subtle, on-the-spot adjustments. And that feedback, it informs and refines the entire process for the future. It's this constant loop of planning, executing, and adapting.
This really shows the crucial balance between the rigid plan and the fluid reality of a busy restaurant.
So on one hand, you've got the standard, the default music volume, but on the other, you have the ability to adapt. So while the decibel level is set, if a manager notices a group needs a quieter space for a business lunch, they're empowered to lower it. The real rule is to serve the guests in the room, not just the plan on the paper.
So when we pull it all together, you can see it's these 4 pillars: music, lighting, scent, and decor that form the entire foundation of ambiance. And none of them work in isolation. They are each meticulously planned, and they all work in harmony to create one single, seamless feeling.
So in the end, that perfect vibe isn't magic at all, is it? It's a deliberate, calculated science. It's an experience that's been carefully engineered to engage all of your senses and immerse you completely in a story, all without you ever even noticing the strings being pulled.
But now, you're in on the secret. You know the formula. So the next time you walk into a place that just feels right, what are you going to notice? Will it be the shift in the playlist from lunch to dinner? The little spotlight on the artwork? The subtle scent in the air? Will you finally be able to see the science behind the magic?